Welcome to Trucking Tips. I'm your host, Randolph, but you can call me Randy. And welcome to my humble abode, otherwise known as my rig, my kitchen, and today, my classroom. But before I get started, I'd like to put this disclaimer out there. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. All the information that I give you today is based on my experience. With that out of the way, I'd like to say hello to my family on the West Coast. I love you guys and see you soon. Today is part 2 of how I paid off my rig. Okay? Or my truck. I wrote some very important parts down here to get started. And as you notice, I have sacrifice here right under how I paid my truck off. Okay? We'll get back to that in a few moments. Number 1, experience. Now, a lot of people think that they can jump in the trucking industry and just become an owner-operator from the get-go. No, you can't. You need the experience. At least 2 or more years in trucking. I would say more, but at least 2. Because you need to know all the ins and outs of trucking before you become an owner-operator, because that's a whole different scenario. You know, you need to know the bridge laws, the weights, the laws, your logbook, all of the essentials to become a success in trucking, and then a step further, buying a truck and running your own business. So I would suggest 2 or more years in trucking. Number 2, very, very important, support group. Your family, your spouse, better half, your partner, family. You have to sit down with your family after you get your experience and decide to become an owner-operator, and talk to your family and see is this the right thing for you and your family, because once again, sacrifice is at the top of it all. So you need to sit down and have a family caucus and find out if this endeavor that you're getting ready to go into is right for you and your family. They have to understand that you're going to be gone long periods of time, and you're going to miss birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, Christmas, all the above holidays, when you become an owner-operator. And that's where sacrifice comes in. Now, I didn't say you had to miss everything, but you're probably going to miss most of everything, all the holidays and birthdays. I was always home on our anniversary. That's one thing I never missed. But I would work through Christmas, New Year's, whatever it took to help pay this truck off. So once again, sacrifice is at the top. So if your family's on board with you, you've got a good support group, okay? That's going to be number 2 in your foundation, okay? Number 2, family. No drama at home. Drama, you got to get rid of drama. No drama. Everybody's got to be on board with your family. Now, if something happens at home and you have a family emergency, well, that's understandable. You've got to take care of your family. But second to family, paying that truck off. Number 2. Second to family, number 2 is paying that truck off. Okay? Number 3, health. You have to be in good health in order to be able to run your business. Okay? So you want to make sure and eat right and get the proper amount of sleep. I can't emphasize how important sleep is. When you're on your 10 hours downtime, you don't want to be playing games, you don't want to be watching movies, you want to be resting, okay? Doesn't mean you can't watch an hour video or whatever, but you really want to get minimum 7 hours sleep, okay? I only need 6, but most people need 7 to 8. With that being said, you only get a 10-hour break, so you only have 2 hours downtime, and then sometimes it may take you, like it does me, a half hour to fall asleep. So with that being said, you want to try to get to bed right away, okay? Number 4, very, very important, because if you don't have number 4, then none of this will work. Stamina and endurance. Stamina is being able to sit in that driving seat for 11 hours straight after your break, of course, your half-hour break. 11 hours and drive this truck so you can make the miles that you need, okay? I normally drive between 680 and 700 miles a day, okay? Of course, I have to stop and take my half-hour break, maybe stop and go to the bathroom, get a cup of coffee or, you know, lunch or whatever. But stamina is very important, and of course, these two go hand in hand, stamina and endurance, okay? You definitely want to, you have to get 28 miles, 100 miles to 3,000 miles a week, okay? Every week you need to get this, all right? Because if you don't get that, you won't be on time with paying your contract off, which normally is 5.5 years. Okay, it took us 5 years and 8 months to pay ours off because the truck was in the shop here and there, but we were pretty much on time. It was a 5 year, 6 month contract. It took 2 extra months because, like I said, we were in and out of the shop. But there was a lot of times where I couldn't go home and be with my family because the truck was in the shop. Okay, that's a week downtime. I was in the shop for a week and I was due to go home next week. So I had to call the family and say, I'm not going to be home next week. I'm going to have to postpone home time to make up the week that I was in the shop. Okay, you got to do it. That's something you have to do. So once again, sacrifice. Okay, you're sacrificing that home time, okay, because you're trying to pay off your truck. Now I understand if you have a doctor's appointment or something that you just can't miss, so you have to take your one of your family members or your spouse to the doctor that you can't miss, and you have to go home that week. But just plan on being able to make that up the following month, okay? Because you want to be on track to pay this thing off within your contract. If it's 5.5 years or 6 years, you want to be on track with that, okay? So it's very, very important that you stay out as long as you can. I stay out 1 month at a time, okay? Because it works good for us. And then I go home for 7 days. But I've been at my company going on 11 years, so I'm one of their senior drivers, and I drive. I have my own, I don't have a dedicated route, but I have my own route, which is normally I-40 or I-10. I don't go past Oklahoma, Missouri, or Arkansas, and I only run California to Arkansas, Missouri, or Oklahoma. And then occasionally, if there's no freight up here, I'll run down south to Texas. But that's another thing you want to do when you get to your company, and we'll go over that in the next few videos, is picking the right company and picking a company that has plenty of miles, okay? These short hauls, 300 here, 300 there, 600 today, 400 tomorrow, that didn't work for me. I tried it. It didn't work. Long hauls, you know, you pick up a load today, you deliver it 3 days, okay? You want to be careful picking up a load today that's only going 1,500 miles and delivering 5 days later. You're losing that downtime. You're losing that time to get to 28 to 3,000 miles a week because you're sitting on the load too long. So bear that in mind when you pick your loads. You want to make sure that you're going to pick a load where you're going to be able to deliver it within 3 days, 1,500 miles, get up under another load and head right back. Now, a lot of times, if you're running 2,800 to 3,000 miles a week, you're going to need a reset at the end of that round trip. And so then you got some time to do laundry and a little catch-up time, maybe watch some movies or something. But during the course of the week, you want to get that 28 to 3,000 miles a week. That is absolutely imperative to pay this truck off on time, okay? Now, there's a lot more that goes into this, paying the truck off. Okay, this is just the foundation to get you started, what you need to know to get you started. The next few videos, and there's going to be a series of maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, I don't know yet, whatever it takes. I'm going to give you as much information as I can and how I did it to make you a success in paying your truck off also, okay? So with that being said, I think I'm going to cut this video here, and I'll be more proactive in getting a video out sooner next time. It took a little longer this time because our truck, we sold our truck. It's down in Mexico. Some people down there bought it, so it's working in Mexico now. And I started a new lease. I have a 2024 Freightliner that I just started. I have no plans to pay it off. I'm just leasing it right now. So I got a brand new truck. But the good news is our truck, we were able to sell it, and it's now working in Mexico. So that's why I've been absent, and you know, I apologize, But I promise I'll be more proactive in getting more videos out there. It takes a little bit of time to, go through my notes and everything and remember and refresh my memory on how I did things, because it was 3 years ago that we paid our rig off, and we started we bought it in 2016. So it takes time, so I will get all my other notes together for the following videos that are coming up. In the meantime, I'm going to be cutting a lot of short videos on tire pressure, on how to slide your tandems, basically on what this channel's about, trucking tips. So I'm going to give you tips on everything that's going to make you a success in the trucking industry. Everything that I know, I'm going to convey it to you. And I've been doing this. This is my 27th year. I also worked in the office for 11 years. I've worked with union drivers. I've done pretty much everything that you can think of except be a salesman. I haven't been a salesman in this industry, but I've done everything else. And I only have 3 years, and I'll have 30 years in this business. So a lot of short videos coming up, YouTube videos, and I think you'll find them very impressive, some of them, and very knowledgeable, because what I learned, I'm going to try to put in my videos and make it as simple as possible so everybody can understand, especially you new drivers. For you old salts that's been out there for a while, a lot of these short videos are going to be things you already know, and it's not so much for you, but for all the new guys. We have a lot of new drivers in this industry, and they need all the help they can get, and I'm here to be that assistant. So without further ado, thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and you'll get notified as soon as a new video comes out. And I hope this video finds all of you safe, and see you next time. Take care. Bye.